Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I extend my namaskarams to everyone here. Being fully aware of the fact that the feeling of gratitude in our hearts may not be sufficiently expressed by mere verbal testimony. Nevertheless, at this juncture, I would like to start by expressing our gratitude to Bhagavan for the opportunity to be under the tutelage of Acharya Swamiji, with whose blessings we have been able to complete this course. We start with the invocation prayer, for which I would like to request Shri Vikramji to the podium.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya ज्ञानानञ्जलाकयाः चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव
Thank you very much, Vikramji. As an expression of our gratitude to our teachers and Swamini Brahmaleenanandaji and Swami Jagadatmanandaji for very kindly accepting our invitation to grace this day with their presence, we would like to honor them by offering a garland and fruits. Firstly, I would like to request Shri Rajuji and Ram Mohanji to honor Acharya Swamiji. Prema ji and Ponmani ji request you to honor Swamini Brahmaleenananda ji. Selvaraja ji and Karthik ji request you to honor Swami Jagadatmananda ji. Medha ji and Anuradha Natarajan ji request you to honor Swamini Sharadananda ji. Falguni ji and Sumukhi ji request you to honor Swamini Vedarthananda ji. Deepa ji and Anuradha Girish ji request you to honor Swamini Tattva Priyananda ji. Ashok ji and Shainesh ji request you to honor Brahmachari Sudipta ji. We have been very fortunate to have great teachers in this one-year course, and now Acharya Swamiji is requested to kindly honor them by offering a shawl and a memento. I would like to request Acharya Swamiji to kindly honor Swamini Sharadananda ji. May I request Swamiji to honor Swamini Vedarthananda ji. May I request Swamiji to honor Swamini Tattva Priyananda ji. May I request Swamiji to honor Brahmachari Sudipta ji. May I request Swamiji to kindly honor Shri Kumar Chaitanya ji, who is in charge of the ashram bookstore and has been of great help to the students. Please. As students, we are pleased to know that on this special day, the Gurukulam has given us the opportunity to share our sentiments and reflect on what we have learned in last 1 year. In that series, may I first request Sri Raju ji to share with us the syllabus of Vedanta and his overall experience. Please.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Humble pranamams to Acharya ji, all Swamijis, Swaminijis, teachers, and namaskarams to guests and my co-students. I am going to briefly speak of the Vedanta texts we have studied in the past 1 year and my experience in the Gurukulam. We studied 108 selected verses of Viveka Chudamani, Kaivalyopanishad Moolam, Mundakopanishad with Bhashyam, Katopanishad with Bhashyam, Kenopanishad with Bhashyam, Taittiriyopanishad with Bhashyam, Brihadaranyaka summary, Aittiriyopanishad summary, Chandogyopanishad summary, Prishnopanishad summary, Mundakopanishad Moolam, Brahma Sutra Chetushutri with Bhashyam. We also studied Pratasmarana Stotram, Shiva Panchakshari Stotram, some part of Bhagavatam, Shiva Ashtottara, temple puja mantras, Sadhana Panchakam, Pramana Vichara, Kaupina Panchakam, and Drugdrishya Viveka. As I entered into this Gurukulam for the first time, all I could see is the quotation by Puja Swamiji, which says, all that is here is Ishvara, which clearly depicts what this Gurukulam has to offer for everyone. And in the time that I've spent in this Gurukulam is one of the best possible things that has happened in my life. It is a rare opportunity for me to study under a traditional teacher, which is our Acharya ji, which helped me to convert from being just a mumukshu to a jignasu. A path to apparent freedom is by Brahmatma Gnanam alone. This and that it is certainly possible. I also had got my Pramana Buddhi in Shastra and Shraddha in Acharya ji increased many-fold, which made me realize this path is certainly not for a short term and made me prepare to commit for this pursuit as long as it takes and to own up my limitless non-dual reality. Acharya Ji, with his commitment and care, not by just taking 3 to 4 classes per day, but also correcting our summary sheets every day to ensure our understanding is right, and being available in GR1 to listen and guide us at individual level, participation in the Q&As to check how depth is our understanding, weekly attendance sheets which gave us an opportunity to reflect on our path and our pursuit on a weekly basis, ensuring we commit to the temple prayers, seva, and everything else that is necessary to help us in our pursuit. Swamiji also gave us opportunities to connect and know Swamiji better outside of the class settings, like taking us on a visit to Manjakudi, which is Puja Swamiji's hometown, also allowing us to meet Swamiji in Nivas informally, which allow us to know Swamiji better. All that Swamiji teaches in the class is what Swamiji lives by, which you can only know when you take time and efforts to connect with Swamiji better. That helped us further enhance Shraddha in Acharya Ji and also to pursue this further in this very Gurukulam. Now I would like to thank all the staff of the Gurukulam, office, dining hall, temple, pharmacy, bookstore, all volunteers, one and all, who made this stay in the Gurukulam very comfortable. Thanks to Swamini Sharadanandji, Vedaratnanandji for introducing and tuning our Vedic chanting. Our Sanskrit teachers, Sudipta ji and Swamini Tattvapriyanandaji, for not telling us the Sanskrit sutras and teaching us the Sanskrit language, but also helped us to understand the relevance of Sanskrit to better understand Shastra. And all the course students, of course, without which this study would not have been possible. Last but not the least, Sudipta ji, as a course coordinator, in addition to being a Sanskrit teacher also, is being available for each of us anytime to help, guide, suggest, and for everything. We just need to reach out to him and he's there. Thank you. And the study of 1 year here itself shows us how much grace we have of Puja Swamiji, all the Adhishtatru Devatas, and for that I'm very, very grateful. And I would like to conclude this speech with a quote of Puja Swamiji, which I got from the office the other day, which says, "Give the world the best you have, and the best will come back to you." Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rajuji, for sharing your experience. Now, I would like to request Shri Vikramji to share with us the syllabus of chanting class and his overall experience.
My pranam to Acharya Swami Sadatmanandji, other Acharyas, and all of you who are present here. First, I will talk about the syllabus covered in the chanting classes by Swamini Vedarthanandaji and Swamini Sharadanandaji. We covered Ganapati Atharva Sirshopanishad, Sri Rudram, Chamakam, Durga Suktam, Bhagya Suktam, Ayushya Suktam, Medha Suktam, Samvada Suktam, Purusha Suktam, Sri Suktam, Narayana Suktam, Deeparadhana Mantras, Taittiriya Upanishad, Dashashanti Mantras, Mantra Pushpam, Aditya Hridaya Stotram, except to all the stotras from Deeparadhana book. Now I would talk about my experience of learning the chanting under the guidance of Swamini Ammas. Swamini Ammas taught us the chanting in deeply compassionate and patient manner. Every small error we made, every time we slipped in a swara or mispronounced any syllable, they gently brought our attention to it, not with criticism, but with a smile and kindness. We never felt discouraged for our mistakes. Instead, we felt encouraged, nurtured, and lovingly corrected again and again until the chant settled in correctly. The meticulous care with which they corrected our smallest errors, always with a gentleness, by saying, "Don't worry, it will come," have left a deep impact on us. They never make us feel bad for our chanting errors. The grace with which they taught us has left a deep impression not just on me, but on every one of us. To both our teachers, my humble namaskara and heartfelt gratitude. May we carry forward your teaching with the same care and reverence you have shown us. Now I will talk about my experience of studying Vedanta under the guidance of Acharya Swami Sadatmananda ji. To many, he may appear as a strict and disciplined teacher, but those who observe with the heart will see the immense love he holds for our inner growth. In my experience, his discipline is not for control, it is for refinement. The whole method of teaching is born of care, meant to shape the mind and direct it towards the pursuit of truth. He not just taught us the scriptures, but he held up a mirror showing us where we stand and where we can walk if we choose the path sincerely. Often, his words would strike us sharply in the moment. He would speak truths about us, about our thinking patterns, our false notions, and yes, at times those truths would pinch us. But what I have come to realize is that those very words were not spoken to wound us, but to shake our existing notions and understandings about ourselves. Slowly, those words would dissolve the wrong notions and misunderstandings we had about ourselves, which we didn't even know we were carrying. His way of teaching is not just about concepts alone, it is about inner transformation also. His constant repetitions about values may have seemed excessive at times, but to me it is very clear that how they have worked quietly beneath the surface. Without me even realizing it, they have shaped my thinking pattern, values, refined my action and reactions, and realigned them in accordance with the vision of Vedanta. His emphasis on value structure is not just a side note, but a central part of the teaching itself. What impacted me significantly is how he always connects the message of the Upanishad mantras to our inner world and will tell us how to use the message given by the mantras. I found this approach very useful. We were reminded again and again that Vedanta is not merely to be understood intellectually, but to be lived, to be reflected in our daily life. That unless our likes, dislikes, and values are in harmony with the truth that the scriptures reveal, the knowledge will remain intellectual only. From his teaching, I have learned that how important it is to challenge and reshape the deep-seated notions that we hold about life, success, happiness, and the self. And this reshaping happens gradually through a combination of clarity, sincerity, repetition, and above all, love and commitment for this pursuit of moksha. I am truly grateful to Acharya Swamiji for the teachings given by him and for this wonderful opportunity to study in this Gurukulam. I am grateful to my Sanskrit teacher Sri Sudipta ji and Swamini Ammas and Swamini Tattva Priyananda ji also. I am grateful to Pujya Swamiji who built this place. I am grateful to all the staff members, to all the people who have contributed and are contributing to run this place. It was because of their contributions alone that I had a comfortable stay and could focus completely on my studies and inner growth without worrying about anything else. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikramji, for sharing your experience. I would like to now request Sri Varadaji to share with us the syllabus of Swamini Tattva Priyanandaji's Sanskrit class and his overall experience.
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते, रामं रमेशं भजे। रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमूः, रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामानास्ति परायणं परतरं, रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं। रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे, भो राम मामुद्धर। Namaste everyone. I choose to chant this shloka as prayer because we chanted this every day in our Sanskrit class, and also because it's grammatically unique, because it has ekavachana forms of all 7 cases of Rama Shabda. Now I would like to take this opportunity to present 2 things. One, what we studied in our Sanskrit class and my experience in Sanskrit class, and second, to offer my gratitude. Our Sanskrit teacher was Swamini Tattva Priyanandaji. We studied Panini Sutras through Ashtadhyayi using Pratama Vritti. We studied approximately around 800 sutras. We learned Sanya Sutras, Paribhasha Sutras, Sandhi Sutras. In Sandhi Sutras, we learned all Hach, Hal and Visarga Sandhi Sutras. Next, Subanta Prakaranam. Here we learned how to decline Halanta Shabdas. Next, Avyaya Prakaranam, Sarvanama Prakaranam, Tinganta Prakaranam. Here we learned 4 main Sarvadhatuka Lakaras, that is Lat, Lot, Lang, Vidiling related sutras, and few Ardha Dhatuka Pratyaya sutras. Next, Krudanta Prakaranam. Here we studied Kartari, Karmani, Bhave, Krudanta Pratyaya related important sutras, and Sti Pratyaya Prakaranam. We saw many Taddita sutras, learned Samasa elaborately without sutras, and we practiced grammatical analysis of ongoing Bhashyam classes using Panchavritti most often. We practiced Bhashyam reading. We covered first part of Gita Sopanam fully and few exercises of Karmani Prayoga from part 2 of Gita Sopanam. Swamini Amma's simplicity in her personality allowed us to remain relaxed and comfortable in the class, making at ease with the subject without any complexes. And Amma taught us how to use sutras and Panchavritti in understanding Bhashyam by showing its application and relevance in ongoing Bhashyam classes. And that practice gave us some familiarity and confidence while studying Bhashyam in Vedanta class. Thank you, Amma, for everything you have given us. And thanks to Ashtadhyayi app, which we used almost every day during the course. I offer my gratitude to Puja Swamiji, because of whom all these things are made possible. And I am grateful to our Swamiji for giving me this precious and rarest opportunity to grow and discover myself through Vedanta Shravanam, and also for guiding me personally and correcting me whenever needed. Thank you, Swamiji, for everything that I have received. I thank Swamini Ammas for patiently and lovingly teaching us many Vedic and other chants. Thank you, Amma. I thank Sudipta ji, our course coordinator, for being available all the time and also helping us in all the ways. I thank all the course students for accommodating, helping and supporting me in many ways. I thank all the office staff, kitchen staff, temple staff, securities for making our journey comfortable without any worries. Finally, I thank Swamiji for giving me this opportunity to express my gratitude. I conclude here by offering my prayers and salutations to Dakshinamurti and entire Guru Parampara. Om.
Thank you, Varadaji, for sharing your experience. I would now like to request Shri Avinash ji to share with us the syllabus of Shri Sudipta Chaitanya ji's Sanskrit class and his overall experience.
Namaste. On this special occasion of our valedictory function, I feel deeply grateful to share a few reflections on my Sanskrit journey at the Gurukulam, an experience which really touched my heart and mind. But first, I will start off with an overview of the syllabus. So, various systems of vowels and consonants were taught along with the Siksha Sutras and places of articulation. Most of the Karaka and non-Karaka vibhaktis were introduced. The meaning and examples were taught for 19 important Krit Pratyayas, 26 important Tadvita Pratyayas, and all types of samasas were covered. Further, Ekashesha Vritti was also introduced. In language practice, we covered Gita Sopanam 1 completely, along with 4 exercises of Karmani Prayoga from the second book. Further, we practiced chanting of Shankara Bhashyam and Shabda Manjari during the class. In the Sutra section, we saw approximately 50 Sanya and Paribhasha Sutras, 90 Sandhi Sutras, and we were also introduced to the Subanta Prakriya with an introduction to the Rama Shabda derivation and 40 basic introductory sutras. In Tinganta, approximately 240 sutras were taken up covering Sarvadhatuka and Ardhadhatuka lakaras, Karmani Yak, Sanadi Pratyayas, and some other miscellaneous topics. Moreover, an overview of the major adhikaras of all 8 chapters was given. Now I would like to share my experience at the Gurukulam. I will start with my Sanskrit experience. So, my teacher Sudipta ji, he was not just a grammar instructor, but he was a patient mentor who led us with quiet encouragement and a deep reverence for the Guru Shishya Parampara. Always ready to clarify even the smallest doubt, he met each student with warmth and humility. He didn't teach from the pedestal of a teacher, but he walked the path alongside us and led by example. Most of you would know how much I have pestered Sudipta ji during this past 1 year that people have even asked him to adopt me when he leaves the Gurukulam. I also have very fond memories of being mentored and encouraged by Swamini Amma from the other Sanskrit class. So like whenever I felt on one particular day I am reached my limit of pestering Sudipta ji, then I will go to her and then start pestering her. There was one point when I had memorized both of their daily schedules where they would be walking routes, everything, and then I would be waiting for them with my book and like doubts, everything ready. For me, one memory that stands out was in Saksha ji's Kenopanishad class. So many of you would remember, for us it was a sudden shift in pace and the class was going quite fast. But then I felt the importance of Sanskrit because even though not every minute point was explained, I was still able to grasp the flow of the Bhashyam. And then I realized that Sanskrit was not just an academic subject, but it was a living key for unlocking the heart of the Shastra. So reflecting on this past year, I now feel a quiet confidence and ability to approach texts which are completely written in Sanskrit, and also get some of the hidden gems in the Bhashyam during Acharya ji's class. Through my secular education, I have had exposure to great minds like Aristotle, Newton, and Einstein. But Panini's Ashtadhyayi, a precise logical grammatical system created thousands of years ago, still remains humanity's greatest intellectual feats, according to me. Coming to chanting class, many of you know that there was a gang of few of us for whom chanting was quite difficult. And yet, whenever I got something right on the first time in the chanting class, both the ammas would suddenly smile and they would be like, good pa, and like they were so surprised that I got something right on the first attempt. So for me, that was like a beautiful reflection of their deep compassion and patience towards all of us students. They never discriminated anyone. And then above all, there is our Acharya ji, Swami ji, scholar and guide. Through rain or shine, regardless of health or countless responsibilities, he delivered every class with unwavering attention and devotion. As Sudipta ji mentioned once, Swamiji was the only person in our whole course who never missed a single class. So that itself speaks everything about our Acharya ji. And his profound scholarly expertise in the Shastras and Sanskrit enriched each and every lesson. And then even though I got into trouble so many times with Acharya ji, till the end he never gave up on me, and for that I am quite grateful. And he would keep saying, be introverted, mind your own business, mind your own business. And even though I have not fully absorbed that, but still compared to where I was 1 year ago, I see great improvement in my, and for that I am grateful to Acharya ji. And this journey was not without its challenges, physical, emotional, academic, etc. But at every step, the grace and support of our teachers and the selfless sacrifice and seva mentality of many people, some of whom I had the opportunity to work with, like Kumar ji, Yermare ji, Rambhat ji. And there was immense learning working alongside such selfless karma yogis and seeing how the parampara flows not just with knowledge but also with an attitude of work. So that was very important for me, at least. This year has gifted me not only knowledge but also subtle lessons on how to live life with humility, steadiness and grace. So to all my teachers and to this Gurukulam, I offer my deepest gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinash ji, for sharing your experience. Now, I would like to request Sushri Falguni ji to share her overall experience of the course.
My humble pranams to entire Guru Parampara, Swamiji, all Swamijis and Swamini Ammas present here, and everyone present here. Today, I stand here with the heart full of gratitude and joy. I would like to begin, although I have already begun, I realize, but I would like to start with a small story. This author once visited his friend in Kolkata, and the friend took him to Botanic Garden in Kolkata. There he was describing a great banyan tree, and they were walking all the time. When he was describing, after a while, the author asked, but where is the tree? And that friend stretched both his arms and he said, we are right under the tree. So all this while, although he was under the tree, he didn't know where he was. Same way, after a while, I realized I am in the place where I always wanted to be. And to support that, I would like to quote this popular verse, Manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshrayah durlabham trayame vaitat devanugraha hetukam. I have truly been fortunate to be the receiver of all the three here in this Gurukulam. To put in Puja Swamiji's words, which I have heard from our Acharya ji, that here we teach without any agenda. And this is what I have experienced inside and outside the class always. To put in Swamiji's words, Guru's grace is in his teaching, which we have received in plenty. Apart from that, all the other guidance, time, care we got outside the classroom is plus. So we have been definitely fortunate to have grace plus. Swamiji's emphasis on discipline makes the whole pursuit more effective. And I'm sure the people with miraculous fortune alone knows that. Swamiji's love, reverence, and vision of Vedanta, which is reflected in Swamiji's simple, transparent life, based on Arjavam, has been truly inspiring for me as a sadhaka. Learning Vedic chanting in the right manner is a rare opportunity. Swamini Amma's loving approach with persuasion for perfection and immense patience has only got us so far. I would like to narrate a small instance. After many months of chanting classes, once I asked Amma, have I made any progress? And Amma very happily said, yes, definitely. Now when I correct you, in the first go you understand the correction and you are able to follow it. So this shows the long rope that Amma gives, which has been very helpful for a student like me. In Sudipta ji's Sanskrit classes, I experienced what Swamiji says, where the giver is the receiver. His well-prepared and inclusive teaching style supported the varied group. His focus on making us independent in learning the language was truly empowering. Under his course coordinatorship, we got to learn in a very smooth, supportive, and inclusive learning environment. Although I did not get a direct opportunity to learn from Swamini Tattvapriyanandaji, her love, care, and enthusiasm made the overall experience sweeter and various puja preparations events more beautiful. The entire staff of Gurukulam has been very supportive, kind. They always ensured that we get to study in the best possible hassle-free environment. Our students group has been supportive, accepting, which definitely creates more conducive environment for learning. And what more can I say? When the Gurukulam is blessed by the presence of Jnana Ganpati, Lord Medha Dakshinamurti, Jnaneshwari Devi, Narmadeshwar, Kalyana Subramanya Swami as Kshetrapal and Puja Swamiji. I am forever grateful to be the recipient of the vision of Shastra in this place, which is the vision of the founder and our revered and loved Puja Swamiji, led by our respected Swamiji representing the entire Guru Parampara. I would like to conclude with the words of Puja Swamiji that this Gurukulam is a home away from home, which I have definitely experienced and which helps us to lead us to reach the ultimate home, rather own it up. Thank you. Pranams.
Thank you for sharing your experience, Falguni ji. Now I would like to request Shri Govind ji to share his overall experience of the course.
Pujya Acharya ji, my teachers, all Swamis, Swamini Ammas and students. Ishvara has given me much more than I deserve always. So I am in this Gurukulam. I remember the quote of Pujya Swamiji, Gurukulam is your home, away from your home, where you are taken care of, so that you can just be with the teaching. By the blessings of Pujya Swamiji, Acharya ji, and our teachers, above quotation is no more remain a quotation but a fact for us. Our Acharya ji's transparent life is like a mobile learning school where we always find something to learn. Let it be classroom, personal meetings, his transactions with staff, visitors and people. Acharya ji is full of love and compassion and at the same time a hard master also. His love for students and teachings reflects through his life. Many a times, in spite of health issues, Swamiji has not taken a single break. Both Swamini Amma's chanting teaching was full of love and patience. In spite of our repeated mistakes, they have encouraged us for our betterment. Swamini Tattvapriyanandaji's style of teaching was high-tech style. She was teaching us everything on screen, not to write a single word in the classroom. What she was teaching was sending us, and we shall have to study that thing in our room. Even homework was sent by WhatsApp, and we were supposed to send it by WhatsApp itself. Second thing, she was keeping everything ready in Windows in her taskbar. So any questions we ask or any problems arises, she was finding immediately and giving us the answer. So there was rare agre puti bhavishyati in her class. The study of Brahma Sutra has given me a lot of clarity. It has made my Purusartha Nischaya very firm. In starting, I was little reluctant to visit temple, but by the grace of Lord Dakshinamurti and guidance from Pujya Acharya Ji, now I have discovered devotion in my heart. Now the temple visit, Aarti, etc. has become an inseparable part of my routine in ashrama. All my fellow students have given me so much love and respect. When and where necessary, Vikrama Vardha has helped me a lot. I have learned so many things from the many persons in ashrama, from our manager Sri, Library Amma, Kumar ji, Raju ji, Sudipta ji. In Acharya ji's world, their default settings was to help student with always yes. Many a times, Rajuji and Ramuji has helped students beyond their comfort zone also. All this is possible due to the grace of the glorious tradition of our great teachers, Pujya Swamiji, and all teachers. My pranama at the feet of all. Om.
Thank you, Govindji. We were not aware that you have such a good sense of humor also. Thank you. Now, I would like to request Sushri Priyanka ji to share her overall experience of the course.
Special arrangement for me. My sincere pranam to Acharya ji, Swami ji, Swamini jis, and everyone present here. It's truly a privilege to stand here today and reflect on what has been a very unexpected and enriching journey for me. When I came here in December, it was for a 2-week camp. I was looking forward to some Shravanam and temple pujas. But something happened that those 2 weeks turned into 6 months. It was either the gravitational pull of Dakshinamurti temple, Swamiji's teachings, or the tomato chutney. I stayed, and my family back home is still recovering from the shock. I'm sincerely grateful to Swamiji for allowing me to continue as a guest. Swamiji's presence, energy, dedication from early morning meditation to Brahma Sutra classes to Bhagavatam storytelling, they've been deeply inspiring. I've approached Swamiji with questions, confusions, and even moments of emotion, and always felt heard, guided, and never like a burden. Swamiji's teaching style is something we all admire, not only for its clarity and precision, but also for the ability to connect profound subject matter to relatable real-life situations. Swamiji's light-hearted humor offers us a moment of laughter amidst the inquiry, whether it's about the result of the knowledge of Putra Kameshti Yagna or the Anumana that mobile phone must be broken because it has no dial tone. He makes complex subject matter easy to understand until, of course, we hit the topic of Vikalpa 1, 2, 3 and Anavastha Dosha, which gave sleepless nights to some of us. Chanting classes led by both Swami Niyamas have been truly uplifting. No matter how tired we were, stepping into class meant stepping into energy.
Their voices are so powerful and full of devotion that manages to keep us alert and sometimes even in perfect pitch, which is a miracle in my case. I'm grateful to their attention to detail and encouragement. A special note of thanks to Sudipta ji, whose calm and patient guidance in Sanskrit classes has been invaluable. Whether it was Panini Sutras or Kridanta, he made complex seem accessible, often with the most unexpected analogies. I never thought I'll hear the terms Asiddhatvam, Ashraya, and birthday party in the same sentence. And then there is the Dakshinamurti temple, my go-to resting spot. Even when the atmosphere is loud with the sound of bells and peacocks, there is peace. Sometimes I sit there doing nothing, and even that feels like meditation. I have to mention the food. After 6 months of idli, dosa, and podi, my North Indian taste buds have completely surrendered. My deepest gratitude to all the staff, the invisible hands behind every comfort we enjoy. They've made this Gurukulam a second home. Though I joined midway, I did not feel like an outsider. And for this, I have to thank to all the course fellows, students. They've been really helpful. This experience has left me with not only knowledge, but with a deeper sense of connection with the teaching and the tradition. Thank you all for making this journey meaningful. I look forward to continue the learning with an open heart. Pranam.
Thank you for sharing your experience, Priyanka ji. We have been truly blessed that Swamini Vedarthananda ji and Swamini Shardananda ji, whom we reverentially refer to as Ammas, have been our chanting teachers. Whatever we have learned during chanting classes could not have been brought into execution without the unwavering patience of Swamini Ammas. We thank them for that and would like to request them to bless us.
All of you can join. We start with the Shanti Mantra, then we start Sishya Anusasanam we'll do, and then we'll complete. Okay. You can all join us. Om Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Vedamanujacharyo Devasina Manushasti Satyam Vada Dharmanchara Swadhyayan Ma Pramadaha Acharyayat Priyandanamahritya Prajatantum Ma Vyavachetsi Satyanna Pramaditavyam Dharmanna Pramaditavyam Kushalanna Pramaditavyam Bhutyaina Pramaditavyam Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyanna Pramaditavyam Devapitrikaryabhyanna Pramaditavyam Matrudevo Bhava Pitrudevo Bhava Acharya Devo Bhava Atiti Devo Bhava Yanyanavadyani Karmani Tani Sevitavyani No Itarani Yanyasmakagam Sucharitani Tani Tvayopasyani No Itarani Yeke Chasmat Shreya Gumso Brahmanaha तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयं श्रिया देयं क्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयम् अत यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः अथाभ्याः ख्यातेषु एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशं ऋतमवादिशं सत्यमवादिशं तन्मामावीत् तद्वक्तारमावीत् आवीन्माम् आवीद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you so much, Swami Niyamas. We are blessed to have received your guidance in the chanting class. Thank you. Brahmachari Sudipta Chaitanya ji has been one of our Sanskrit teachers and also the coordinator of the course. I would like to request him to address the students.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Firstly, I would like to thank Swamiji for giving me this opportunity to serve the parampara in any which manner I can. Thank you very much, Swamiji. I would also like to tell my pranams to all the Swamijis and Swaminijis present over here. I'm very happy you all told and expressed your emotions very nicely. I see some wet eyes. I don't know whether it is because of gratitude or because of the understanding that today is 31st. Jokes aside, this 31st marks a particular change or transformation in our life. And that transformation, we have gone through certain times. Like in our school, after the classes get complete, we go to vacation. In our college, we go to vacation. And we have graduated also many times. But every time, we do one thing, especially in today's education, and that is we give up the student-ness when we go on vacation. We don't remain a student. And this pursuit is something where we have to be a student for life. What is the student-ness? Student-ness is the attitude to learn, the readiness to learn at all the times. The student-ness will help us in getting what we desire to get, means what we have come here for. So I wish you all the best in your journey to discover that there is no real journey. Om Tat Sat.
Thank you, Sudipta ji, for your words of encouragement. Swamini Tattvapriyananda ji, our Sanskrit teacher, is a student of Puja Swamiji. I would like to request her to kindly address the students.
I do namaskara to Sthana Devatas of our ashram and our sampradaya. I also offer my pranams to our Acharya ji, Swamini Ammas, Swamini Brahmalinanand ji, Swami Jagadatmanand ji, Sudipta ji, respected and loving students, and all others. I just want to express my feelings with gratitude. This place is very special to me because it has made my life better in many ways. I studied with Swami Brahmatmanand ji in Baroda, and he gave me a strong base to become a better person and guided my life with love and care. And Puja Swamiji shaped it and gave clear direction to my journey. I came here for the long-term course in 2010. During those 3.5 years, the deep and continuous study had a special impact on me. Such long-term learning brings a different kind of transformation in one's life. It gave me the ability to see life more clearly and meaningfully. I also feel that my coming here happened only by the grace of Puja Swamiji. When Acharya ji asked me to teach Sanskrit, the situation came together in such a way that I could continue my online classes and also serve here. This was a rare and valuable opportunity for me. I also clearly see the big contribution of Acharya in making this course successful. I feel very thankful for all his supports and guidance received during this 1-year journey. I thank everyone who helped me and made this journey easier. Om Shanti Shanti.
Thank you very much, Amma, for all the guidance that you've given to the students during this 1-year course. I'm happy to introduce Swami Jagadatmananda ji, who conducts classes on Vedanta and values in Tamil and English. He is an advisor and also a trustee of Shruti Seva Trust. May I request Swamiji to kindly address the students.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Puja Swamiji. My humble pranams to Acharya ji. My humble pranams to Swaminijis and Swamijis present here and teachers of the course, and my greetings and best wishes to the participants of the course. At the moment, I am not here to give any lecture to you. We are here to listen your feedbacks and your happy notes. I am happy to see the humorous expressions from all the participants. The humor is not an easy joke. It is very tough to express any thought with humor. All of the participants expressed their feedbacks and their experiences with humor. How this humor comes means if there is peace and harmony in the heart, you will express anything humorously. So you all expressed with all humor about your experience in this ashram. That shows this course is very, very successful course. It has brought peace, harmony, and wisdom in every participant. Thank you for all your feedbacks. And it is all because of our Acharya Jis and the teachers' restless effort. And I'm happy. I am also a part of this great institution, Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. And I'm happy to assist Acharya Ji throughout this life. Thank you, one and all. I bless all of you to continue your Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. All the best. Om Tat Sat.
Thank you, Swamiji, for your encouragement. Swamini Brahmalinananda ji is a senior disciple of Pujya Sri Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji. She has been conducting classes on Vedanta for many decades, and also she has been the one who translated the Bhagavad Gita home study course in Tamil. I would like to request her to kindly address us.
ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां परब्रह्मनिष्ठं स्वतो धर्मनिष्ठम् अहिंसैकनिष्ठं स्वशिष्यैः सुजुष्टं यतीनां वरिष्ठं गुरूणां गरिष्ठं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे. I am indeed honored and happy that I have been asked to address you on this valedictory function. So I congratulate all of you on this successful completion of this course. And I congratulate Swami Sadatmananda, the Acharya, who has been single-handedly teaching. So not only teaching, because every hour of class, as I know, requires at least minimum 2 hours of preparation to teach. And it takes so much of time. With that also managing the ashram and also managing the students and their psychological problems also is not an easy task. I really congratulate him for that. And okay, he has been ably assisted by in teaching of Sanskrit by Swami Tattva Priyananda and Brahmachari Sudhitananda and also the Swaminis here. Okay. So I congratulate all the students who have dropped everything outside and then come to the ashram to sit there here at the feet of a guru and then learn. Because there cannot be any interest in Vedanta or without any Purva Punya Daivanugraha. And also to get a proper guru, also you have all done a lot of punya. Because one can land up in any ashram or gurukulam where sadhanas are projected as sadhyas. So yoga, breathing and some sort of vague meditation, something only are projected there as the main sadhya. And here you have come here where actually the Vedantic vision is presented here as the sadhya and along with that all the sadhanas. So really to land up in such an ashram, we should, all of you, including myself, we should have done a lot of punyam to land with a proper guru. And so they have all had it and they have also been able to finish it without any vigna. Okay. So, Dakshinamurti's grace, Pujya Swamiji's grace and Acharya's grace has been there for you. Okay. Pujya Swamiji used to say that the message of Vedanta is the same from day one. So day one also you hear Tattvamasi And whatever day is the concluding day also, you hear only Tattvamasi. The same, you are Brahman, is the teaching. Okay? But then when we start, it is really initially very vague. And with repeated Shravanam and repeatedly our also trying to, not only just doing Shravanam, our trying to go over the text and understand, actually the picture becomes clearer and clearer. He always used to give the example of the Polaroid camera picture. So the Polaroid camera picture gives you first outline and then slowly it develops till the whole picture becomes very clear. So same thing also here. Every day our knowledge keeps growing, but it is the same thing. It is not really, you are only adding touches to it, but it is one and the same teaching that we have to understand. Okay. So some of you actually, you may further do the next course also that is going to come. Some of you may go back to what you are being doing. Some of you can also, may go outside and teach also. Okay. But I would like to share a few things with you. Because within the protected, atmosphere of the ashram, many things seem easy. And then, the study keeps you without any other distraction. And also one other thing, in fact, food, everything is taken care of. When I see all of you, I remember our own entry into the course and also our exit from the course. And I also remember our course, which was the first course. See, in fact, yesterday night when I saw, when we came, I think Swaminis were my classmates also. They will recall. So we didn't even have a proper cook. Okay, somebody who was, there was a Kuwait war there, and then the Middle East, and so many people came, and one person who was cooking for about 15 people came here to cook for 100 people. So we used to have only upma, pongal every other day. And then Swamiji felt pity for us and then decided at least we'll have some dosha once in a while. And then that also, we can get only 2 uttapams or doshas. After that, if you want, you have to go to upma only. So, in fact, I had a very sad, what shall I say, unfortunate experience of serving. So I never used to look up, give 2 doshas, and then don't look at the face of the person, because if I look at the person's face, I can't say no if they are asking for. But from that now, really, the ashram has grown so much, also financially, everything. We are able to get very good food, need not think at all. Because Swamiji used to say, you drop everything and come to the ashram. Sometimes, the fact that you can't get the food you wanted also pinches you. So it makes you feel bad. I can't have what I want. So that also is taken care of here. So wonderfully, every setup, as Swamiji, as many of you are recalling with gratitude, everything has been really provided here. So we have had a protected atmosphere when we are undergoing the course. But then afterwards, when we go outside, so then we find a different atmosphere there. So one thing we have to remember, that's why I just like to recall, of course, many of you have touched many of these points, but still, as a person who is teaching and also as, outside, facing the outside world, I would like to say, please always remember some of the words of this Shanti mantra from Apyayantu Mamangani. I'm going to the middle of the mantra and then going back to later to that. So remember always Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. So no matter what extra books you read, whatever it is, please understand that never forget the fact, rather, that Vedanta is the pramana for pointing out Brahman and that I am Brahman. Okay, I don't need Vedanta to prove I am there. But I need the help of Vedanta to understand there is a Brahman, what is the nature of that Brahman, and that Brahman happens to be myself. So no matter what other books we read, etc., don't forget the fact this is Upanishadam, this is Pramana Praptam. Any logic we use, any stories we use, anything they are all supporting logic. So we may have many other things that are coming up, etc. In the modern world, we may pick up a lot of scientific examples, etc., but still all of them are supporting logic that we should never forget. The second thing, that mantra says, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, Mama Brahma Nirakarot. So understand, that Brahman being yourself and yourself being Brahman, where is the question of any Nirakaranam? So the Nirakaranam is not anything physical. Nirakaranam is only something mental. So as long as I keep myself in touch with the Shastra, then I am always in touch with Brahman. And as long as I remember the teaching of the Shastra, which I can do by, if you are coming for the next course, again you continue to do Shravanam. Otherwise, if we go back also decide that you are not doing further, keep listening to Puja Swamiji's, keep listening to Swamiji's this thing, or online, whatever it is. Keep always in touch with the Shastra. Never lose sight of the Shastra. Because still, every time you do this Shravanam, you always find there is something you didn't pay attention earlier, and now it comes, actually better. See, I would have done I would have done at least 10 Gita, at least minimum 10 for the outside I have done. Every time I take Gita again, I find this point I had not paid attention to previously. And then it comes and strikes me, oh, you didn't look at this, now look at it with a fresh eye. So always, again and again, you get so many things from the Shastra. So keep looking at the Shastra. Your continuous commitment to the Shastra keeps you in continuous commitment to Brahman without Nirakaranam. Again, Brahman doesn't do any Nirakaranam to us. Brahman is always there waiting as Ishvara to bless us. So always be prayerful. So never lose sight of that, the importance of prayer. That without that prayer, we are not going to have a good health. We are not going to be able to study the Shastra, etc. So even if you are going to share it, please understand, Swamiji always says, don't go out of this ashram thinking you are going to teach and preach and change the world. So you are going to share with others. Every teacher, somebody made a mention, and I agree with that. Every giver is a receiver. In fact, the more teaching we try to share with others, actually, whether the students understand or not, we understand much better than what we knew previously. So remember always to keep, again, invoking Ishvara's grace all the time. Okay. Then further, so Ishvara's grace is necessary that I don't have the pramada to stay with the Shastra and to stay connected with Ishvara. That's why, in the last, this thing also says something which is considered as the convocational address. First it says Satyam Vada Dharmanchara. Then after that, it tells us again, don't take it just like that casually, Satyam Vada Dharmanchara, Satyanna Pramaditavyam, Dharmanna Pramaditavyam. So never be indifferent to those values, it is safe. For all that, we really need Ishvara's grace. Then further that same Shantipata says, Tadatmani nirate upanishatu dharmaha temai santu. So initially in our enthusiasm for studying, etc., so Amanitvam, 10, 20 values are there. Daivi Sampat, so many values are there. So this is there. Samadhamadi, all these I can recite everything. But then every value we have to analyze and see what is the parimana of that value in what all ways we can apply to our life. And with reference to that, we should never be indifferent. Because all the time we are growing and growing and growing. We have to refine our mind. Because nobody becomes 100% adhikari and comes to study the Shastra. So everywhere, somewhere, even Arjuna was not 100% adhikari. Even the Upanishad students, I don't know whether they are 100% adhikaris. So you always develop a certain amount of adhikaritvam. You come and listen to the Shastra. The more you listen to the Shastra, the more the utsaha you get that I should be a better adhikari. And again you study the Shastra, you get a better understanding. So you try to become a better this thing. So every value, we have to really pay attention to it and just look at in what all ways I can apply to my life. Sometimes even take one value at a time and try to see if I can apply it for 2 weeks continuously in my life. So like that, we have to really pay attention to these development of these values. Again, we say Ishwararpana Buddhi and Prasada Buddhi. So anybody now, once we have heard at least all of you in the middle of the night also, if you are woken up and asked, what is Karma Yoga, whether you are awake or not, you would say Ishwararpana Buddhi, Prasada Buddhi. That's what I would do also. But then Ishwararpana Buddhi is not something vague, because every action I have to have an idea, understanding that I have to offer it to Ishvara. Every pala that I get, I have to understand, I have to accept it as a prasada. It's not an easy joke. So we have to be alert all the time. Okay. So, again, the external world, as we say, as Swami, sometimes Paramahansandaji used to say, the moment we pick up our chappals outside and go, we pick up all our problems also. So in the outside world is not going to be very, I'm not saying it will be unkind, but you're not going to be very kind to us. So but that is a good, what shall I say, ground for us to understand how much we have imbibed from the Shastra. So the whole life, as Sudipta ji said, whole life we continue on one side to be a student and continue, equipping ourselves with adhikaritvam, because all these values are necessary not only for jnanam, for jnana nishtha also. And as Pujya Swamiji used to say, always have a prayerful attitude. And always understand we give respect to everybody, because that this one vakya that we see there, all that is Ishvara. If all that is Ishvara, then every person is Ishvara. Then we have to understand that we have to give respect to everybody, and that respect should be there. So sometimes it is not that just because we were able to study a course in an ashram, we are much better off than others. Of course, we had better advantages of studying, but then we should understand all the time we are still trying to improve ourselves, etc. So with this short thing, I like to conclude. One more thing also I'd like to add. I regret a little that, in the ashram, because we go daily to the temple and we were chanting, I could learn by heart Rudram, Purusha Suktam and all those things. But even though I was teaching Gita, very often in the Gita class, I am presenting the Gita shloka in a prose order for students to understand. And therefore what happens is, the poetry form still if you ask me, I won't be able to chant the 700 shlokas by heart. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Though somebody chants, I'll be able to chant with them. So now I request all of you, learn to chant by heart the Gita. And then if you can, slowly learn to chant the smaller Upanishads also by heart, because it always helps you. The more you study for cross-references in your mind, it is very quick for you to do that. So with this, I wish you all the best in your pursuit. And thanks for asking me to address. And one more thing also I have to say, I am happy that many of you prepared some notes, even I have prepared. This is one thing, you always jot down notes or prepare notes, so that, whenever you have to talk to somebody, you just don't go on wandering off the topic. This is something very important. Pujya Swamiji used to say, respect your audience. Never meander, never wander. Always go point by point carefully. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Amma. We are truly grateful that we received your blessings on this special day. The highest form of a teacher's love is expressed through his or her teaching, and in last 1 year, every class has been an expression of love and compassion that Acharya Swamiji has for the students. Not only Swamiji has equipped us with the grand vision of Vedanta, but has also shaped our character by being an institution of sadhutvam. On this day, we offer our pranams at the feet of Acharya Swamiji and would like to request him to bless us with his Ashirvachanam.
Om Sadashiva Samarambham शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् यस्य कृपाकटाक्षाभ्यां शुभं सर्वं प्रवर्तते दयाराशिं दयानन्दं वन्देऽहं सादरं मुदा. My namaskaram to all Swamijis and Swaminijis present, dear students, guests, devotees. First of all, I offer my namaskara to all devatas of this Gurukulam, starting with Shri Gnana Ganapati, Shri Dakshinamurti, Shri Medha Dakshinamurti, Shri Narmadeshwara, Shri Gnaneshwari, Varasiddhi Vinayaka, Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Kalyana Subramanya Swami. To all of them, we offer namaskara expressing our gratitude on completion of this 1-year course on Sanskrit and Vedanta. And of course, we had chanting. We are grateful to Pujya Swamiji, who has founded this place and has given the vision how a Gurukulam can be. And we are trying to follow his spirit, his vision. I am thankful to my teachers from whom I learned, because of which alone I could teach by the grace of Pujya Swamiji. I thank all co-teachers. They are so committed, so focused, and without any agenda. Just teach as an expression of gratitude to the tradition from which they have been benefited. So I thank them, all the teachers, Swamini Vedarthanandji, Swamini Shardanandji, Swamini Tattvapriyanandji, and Brahmachari Sudipta Chaitanyaji. All of them are so dedicated. And it was very nice to have every Tuesday, meeting, teachers meeting. It was a very nice experience. And my special note of thanks to Sudipta ji for doing a tough job of course coordinator. So he really, saved me, protected me from certain issues which he himself handled. So he is someone whom I can rely very well, and I know that he will do well. In fact, sometimes better than me. And therefore, I really appreciate his seva to the Gurukulam. I am thankful to all the management, the office staff, and other staff who offered their service with dedication, because of which we could have smooth course, we could conduct the course smoothly, and they were very cooperative. I thank them, and I pray for their well-being and blessings of Pujya Swamiji on them. I also thank our chairman, Shantaramji and Sunita Amma, for their guidance and support, and also other trustees, our secretary and all other trustees, for their cooperation. I thank all the sponsors and donors who contributed generously so that we never had any financial problems. As Swami Amma said, so we are leading a very comfortable life thanks to Puja Swamiji's grace, which is still flowing in the form of contribution from different devotees who are committed to Gurukulam because of Puja Swamiji. So the whole place is expression of Puja Swamiji's grace, his blessings. So we are very thankful to them also. And I congratulate all the students on completion of this course. In fact, you are in the last valedictory also I said, the students are the flowers of the garden of Gurukulam. Without the students, this Gurukulam is not a Gurukulam. So you make this place vibrant. So I thank you all and I appreciate your dedication to the study of Shastra, without which it is not possible to be here. Unless you have dedication to be in this Gurukulam, very difficult. And all of you continue to study with dedication. So I congratulate you once again. We have studied for 1 year, so a minimum I think 600-700 classes we must have done. I think, no, Medaji, about 600-700 classes it might be. 900? Huh? Oh, yeah. So about I was said, so 900 classes. But still, there is something to be conveyed at the last moment. This some what is called valedictory message. It will not be new, but some of the ideas which can carry hope. One of the things is that we remain aware of this fact that we are all blessed to be part of this great tradition of Advaita Vedanta. Started with Sadashiva or Narayanam Padma Bhuvam. This great tradition we have been exposed to, that itself is a big blessing. And especially the tradition where Puja Swamiji was a teacher, is a teacher who has highlighted what is the significance of looking upon the scriptures as pramanam. That particular idea he highlights so much that we have proper approach towards Shastra, without which Shastra will not become pramanam, pramajanakam for us. So we are very grateful that we are part of this tradition where great teachers like Puja Swamiji is there. And of course, Shankaracharya ji and Sadashiva Dakshinamurti who has started this tradition. So we all are very, very blessed. And we continue to carry this feeling of gratitude to the tradition. And in whichever way we can express our gratitude by supporting some cause wherever, not only this Gurukulam, anywhere, any teaching activity is going on, you can be part of it. It will be a great expression of our gratitude. So we carry the attitude of gratitude to this entire Guru Parampara. So that is the first thing. Because if you have gratitude to the Parampara, then the teaching given by the Parampara will become real, impactful. Otherwise, this teaching will be there, but the impact will be very less. So I am seeing the connection between the gratitude and the impact of teaching. More gratitude you have to the tradition of teachers, more impact you will feel of the teaching given by the tradition. Therefore, let us entertain the attitude of gratitude to the tradition. Second thing is that let us have some spiritual routine, religious routine, where every day we do some chanting, as Swaminiji said, Bhagavad Gita, Every day one chapter you repeat, so 18 days you can complete, and then again you repeat. So even without your extra effort, you will by heart. So our routine can consist of some chanting of Bhagavad Gita and some Upanishad which you have studied. Some small meditation if possible, and definitely some study of Shastra. Not a single day go without studying the Shastra. Not that vacation. Like we should not go to vacation mode. Even today itself, even though today, now I don't have a class, but I started I have got a 7th, 8th, this camp is there, so started Vedanta Dindima, I start playing Dindima. So let us have always this association with Shastra. It is very beautifully said in Vakya Vritti, Aham Brahmeti Vakyartha Bodho Yavad Dridhi Bhavet Shamadhi Sahitastavat Abhyaset Shravanadikam. Till this vision becomes Nishtha, I continue to do Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam with Shamadhi, means Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. So one message is that let us remain in touch with the Shastra every day. And third is, let us have more and more objectivity in our life. Puja Swamiji in the last video, if you remember, he said that whole sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is reducing our subjectivity. More and more objective you are, more and more impact of this Brahma Vidya will be. In fact, Brahma Vidya also is a highest form of objectivity. Means you see yourself as you are. You see the world as it is. So it is the highest form of objectivity which can be assimilated when we have relative objectivity in our day-to-day life. With people, situation, objects, we have objectivity. And we do not judge ourselves based on these conditions of the body or financial conditions, social conditions. I learn to be as objective about the world and myself. Objective means seeing things as they are, seeing myself as I am. And Puja Swamiji used to highlight this. He says, do not judge yourself based on feelings. Feelings are not pramanam to reveal what you are. Shastra is a pramanam to reveal what you are. So even though you feel sad sometimes, everyone will have some moments of sadness, frustration. Based on that, I do not conclude what I am. So objectivity we bring in our life. And objectivity is possible when, which Swamiji said that day nicely, when bring Ishvara in our life. So let us have prayers and prayerfulness by which we remain objective. And remain in touch with Shastra, remain grateful. Then definitely we discover we are ever free. Vedanta does not give you freedom. Vedanta makes you discover you are ever free. I wish you all the best in your pursuit. Om Tat Sat.
Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. We are truly blessed to be at the receiving end of your blessings. Now, I would request the course students to kindly come forward and receive the token of blessings as I announce your names. Shri Vikramji, I will go. Shri Vikramji. Shri Ashok ji, Shri Avinash ji, Sushri Falguni ji, Shri Govind ji, Srimati Medha ji, Shri Raju ji, Shri Selva Raja ji, Shri Varada ji, and myself, Shashwat Vats.
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जलशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्याप्तं चिन्मयं व्यापी यत्सर्वं चिन्मयं व्यापी यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सच।
Apart from the course students, we also had 9 guest students who were present during the study of the Brahma Sutra. May I request them to kindly come forward and receive the token of blessings as I mention your names. Anuradha Girish ji, Anuradha Natarajan ji, Deepa ji, Karthik ji, Ponmani ji, Prema ji, Priyanka ji, Shainesh ji, Sumukhi ji, Ram Mohan ji, May I now request Shri Karthik Tirupati ji to kindly deliver the vote of thanks. I'm sorry, let's gather for a group photograph. Yes. Karthik ji, request you to deliver the vote of thanks, please.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram to all. There has been a feeling of gratitude from the beginning, and it's an appropriate way to also complete it in the end with the sense of gratitude. Indeed, it has been a momentous period for all the students at the Gurukulam who have been here since January of 2024 to be able to complete the one-year course starting in June 2024 is indeed a blessing. As students, we today have a deep sense of gratitude and with a sense of having grown in our spiritual pursuit over the last 1 year. Today marks a milestone, and we would collectively like to express our gratitude. Indeed, it's a blessing for us to be able to convey our gratitude for the compassion and blessings of Lord Medha Dakshinamurti, Sri Subramanyeswara Swami with Valli and Devasena, Sri Vigneshwara, Narmadeshwara and Gyaneshwari for bestowing us with Medha Shakti. Further, we are also grateful for the guidance, blessings, and the infinite compassion of our teachers who have helped us in this pursuit. Our foremost gratitude is expressed to Pujya Swamiji for leading us and showing us this path with the creation of this timeless institution, Arshavidya Gurukulam, and for furthering the Advaita tradition. Our respects and gratitude are also due to our Acharya, Swami Sadatmananda ji, for his infinite compassion and patience, not only in teaching, but also suggesting the various ways in which we could strengthen our sadhana chatushtaya. Our sincere gratitude is also due to Swamini Vedarthananda ji and Swamini Shardananda ji for teaching us chanting, Swamini Tattvapriyananda ji and Brahmachari Sudipta Chaitanya for Sanskrit. We'd also like to thank Swami Jagadatmananda ji for teaching us the basics of astrology and astronomy. To the temple team headed by Sri Ram Bhatt along with his team of Sri Krishna Bhatt, Indresh ji and Erumale ji and the other staff, we are grateful to them for helping us cultivate the devotion to Ishvara through a very efficient conduct of the daily puja and also the puja on special occasions. To Brahmachari Kumara Chaitanya ji, we express our gratitude for helping us at all the time meeting our needs related to the books. Our thanks are also due to the management team headed by Sri Venkat ji and his other team members such as Ramu ji, Muthukumar ji, Jagannath ji, Tangamani Amma, Ramaswamy ji and Ayyappan ji. To the members of dining hall, the security staff and to all the others who help create a close-knit community of students with the infrastructure, food and purchases from the market as well. Their assistance really helped us maintain a singular focus on our studies. Last but not the least, we express our gratitude to our esteemed donors and sponsors for their Bhiksha contribution. We conclude thus by praying for the well-being of Arshavidya Gurukulam, our teachers, our staff and all others associated with us. Namaskaram and Hari Om.
Thank you, Karthik ji. And with this, we conclude today's valedictory function. Once again, I thank all the Swamijis, Swamini Ammas, students and guests for their august presence on this very special day. We conclude with the Swasti Vachana. Om Swasti Prajabhyav Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Shasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amratangamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Thank you.